Hello, welcome again. We are solving IIT JEE Physics. The topic is mechanical properties of fluid. Question number 3 is a hollow spherical shell at outer radius r floats just submerged under water. The inner radius of the shell is r. If the specific gravity of the shell material is 27 by 8 with respect to water, the value of r is 1 4 by 9 r capital R, 2 8 by 9 capital R, 3 1 by 3 capital R, 4 2 by 3 capital R. Okay. So hollow spherical shell outer radius r and inner radius uh, small r. Okay. And specific gravity of the shell is 27. Okay, 27 by 8 respect to water. So weight of the sphere should be equal to buoyant force. Okay, and weight of the sphere is density of sphere into 4 by 3 pi r cube minus r cube, that is volume of sphere. Because sphere is hollow, so we'll take r cube minus r capital R cube minus r cube, and the buoyant force is weight of water in the space. So that the weight of water in the space will be the volume that is inside the water. So volume that is inside the water is 4 by 3 pi r cube, because when the sphere is submerged, the outer volume the water will be displayed equal to outer volume of water. Okay, outer volume. So this will be rho w into 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay. So the weight of water in the space is this, and weight of sphere is this. So both should be equal to weight of, because it is equilibrium condition and sphere is not moving, so only the two forces are acting, that is weight of the sphere acting downward force and downward, and buoyant force is acting in upward direction. Okay, so equating these two, we can get rho s by rho w is given as 27 by 8, that is, and 4 by 3 pi will cancel out, and there will be r cube minus small r cube is equal to r cube. Okay, so that will be your r cube, and this will be 27 by 8 minus 1 r cube is equal to 27 by 8 small r cube. Okay, or solving this, we get r cube by r cube is equal to small r cube is equal to 19 by 27 capital R cube, and 19 by 27 is cube root of 19 by 27 is approximately equal to, because 8 cube root is 2. Okay, so and 3 and 27 cube root is 3. So 19 should be in between 2 and 3, and it should be 2.6 approximately 2.6 by 3, or it should be approximately 8 by 9, because all other option 4 by 9 is far away, and 1 by 3 is far away, and 2 by 3 is also far away. So 8 by 9 is the appropriate option. Answer is, because this is 2.5 by 3, this cannot be the answer, and this is 1 by 3, that cannot be the answer, and 4 by 9 is also far away. So our nearest option is 8 by 9. Answer is 2. Next, two identical cylindrical vessels are kept on the ground, and each contains the same liquid of density d. The area of the base of both vessels is s, but the height of the liquid in one vessel is x1, and in another vessel is x2. When both cylinders are connected through a pipe of negligible volume very close to the bottom, the liquid flows from one vessel to another until it comes to equilibrium at new height. The change in energy of the system in the process is 1 GDS bracket x2 plus x1 whole square, 2 3 by 4 GDS x2 minus x1 whole square, 3 1 by 4 GDS x2 minus x1 whole square, 4 GDS x2 square plus x1 square. Okay. So suppose this is the vessel, and this is the first vessel, and the height here is x1. Okay. Now consider a strip within this vessel at a distance x from bottom of thickness dx. Okay. So mass of the water in this strip is density into volume, and volume is surface area into dx. So mass of the water in this strip is ds into dx. Okay. And density is the as is area. Okay. So the energy of this mass is obtained by height of this height of the strip. Okay. So this is mass. So mgh is your potential energy. So m is ds into dx. What it is for a small elementary strip, it is gm, and then g, and then height is x. So potential energy of this strip is ds into dx into g dx. Now if we integrate this strip and put the limit x1 to 0, then we get the potential energy of this whole water. Okay. So doing this, so integrating within the limit x1 to 0, ds dx gx. Okay. And then integrating it will be x square by 2, or putting limit x1 square by 2. So p1 is equal to ds gx1 square by 2. Okay. Similarly for the second vessel, this is for first vessel, and similarly for the second vessel, p2 ds gx2 square by 2. Okay. And the total, this is your p1, and this is your p2. This is for first vessel, and this is for second vessel. So the total initial energy of the two vessel is, total potential energy of the two vessel is ds g x2 square plus x1 square by 2. Okay. And now when the both vessels are connected, then there will be change in height, and the height in the both the vessel will be same, and that will be equal to x2 plus x1 by 2. So then the energy will be energy in the energy will be the in the first vessel it will be ds by ds g by 2, because height is now x1 plus x2 by 2. So it will, now just we will replace x1 by x1 plus x2 by 2 in first, and x2 by x1 plus x2 by 2 in second. Okay. So this is the total energy. So dsg x1 plus x2 by 2 whole square is the final energy. Okay. And this is the final energy, and this is your initial energy. So change in energy is pf minus pi. Okay. This is final energy, this is initial energy. So dsg is x1 plus x2 by 2 whole square minus dsg x1 square plus x2 square by 2. Okay. So now we can solve this. It will be x1 square plus x2 square plus 2x1 x2, and this will be your x1 square plus x2 square. Okay. So we can solve this, and so pi minus pf will be your x2 minus x1 square. If we solve this, okay, then x1 square here it will be left with minus x1 square minus x2 square plus 2x1 2x2. Okay. And so it will be x2 minus x1 square. So answer is option C.